Hello, everybody. It is me, Martinez-Bateman, CEO of New Coyote Consulting. We are an equity and communications consulting firm here in the Pacific Northwest. We are also a certified benefit corporation for good. I feel like I don't say that enough about us. We've been since 2021. Anyway, it's just beautiful today. Like, there's my sunroof. Like, the window is dirty, but sun is out. It's like mid 50s. I'm actually in a fucking t-shirt, like beautiful. I needed to drive to the store to get some sugar for the office, so I thought I'd do my intro in the beautiful sun. Oh, well, I can't put those on now because I'm about to go into the store. My face is not big enough for a mask and glasses, so I have to pick which one. Thank God my vision's not that bad. But anyway, long story short, I haven't been wearing my glasses lately. I am on day 5 of an endometriosis flare-up. I'm pretty sure all the like ibuprofen and shit I was taking to try and mitigate the pain caught up with me yesterday because I spent basically the whole day in bed feeling like I was gonna throw up. That went away at the end of the day, thank fucking God. But so this is like the first day of my week. I'm behind on a bunch of stuff. I have a bunch of stuff to do as usual, right? Like there's nothing new there. I am trying to be gentle with myself and take care of myself, and also trying to, operate like before. When I would have pain, I would just power through and it would just end eventually, and whatever. I didn't expect myself to make any changes. I didn't expect the world to accommodate me in any way. And I felt like that was how I was supposed to behave. These days, I understand that that's like extremely ableist and problematic, and that I would never expect someone else to do that shit, but I expected it because I'd internalized my capitalism. And so now when I have a flare up and I'm having a hard time and I'm being slower about things, like I find myself just completely unable to do things the way I used to do them. Like, it's not even about will. I mean, it is will. I don't want to. I'm not willing to, but also I just couldn't, even if I wanted to. I can't do things in the old way anymore. I don't know if I'm too old or if I'm, I have too much self-esteem these days or what, but it just doesn't work anymore. So I find myself just kind of trying to do things differently than I've done before. And sometimes it works out for me and sometimes it doesn't. And sometimes it makes my life harder in the future and sometimes it doesn't. And I'm trying not to sort of like put moral weight on the times that I think it works out versus the times that I think it doesn't work out. Because a lot of times under capitalism, our definition of success is just like, did it make money? And doesn't talk about like comfort or learning or knowledge or, like if I lose something or something goes wrong because I am taking it easy because I'm in a lot of pain, does that mean that I failed to conduct myself in the way that I'm supposed to? Or does that mean that if someone expects me to perform no matter what, perhaps that relationship isn't the one I'm looking for? You know what I mean? But then also, of course, who really does expect me to perform no matter what is Chase Bank, because they own the mortgage to my house. So I think we're all just out here winging it. And I think the more we talk about that and the more we talk about our experimentation and the more we acknowledge that some things that worked in one context aren't going to work in another, or something that worked in the past isn't going to work in the future, and we just try new things, the more we do that, the more we also have space to do that and like fuck it up and then realize like, oh, I fucked that up. Maybe there's a different way I can do that without like hurting myself. Or maybe there's not, and the answer is that needed to get fucked up because it was never going to be sustainable. I don't know. I've been thinking and talking a lot about how to plan for the future in a way that is unmoored from the compounding iterative mistakes of the past, by which I mean, like, if we look at the past performance and the things we did before and build on that exclusively as how we're going to make the future happen, I feel like that's a mistake. I feel like we're too attached to negative stimuli. We're too attached to the way things went wrong. And I'm not saying we shouldn't think about that. I'm just saying that it seems like I have been taught in my goal setting and my planning to only focus on the negative stimuli and only focus on what I wanted to do differently and better, and not focus on what I actually want out of this life, and how do I want to live it, and how do I want my communities to be. Because the truth of the matter is, the future that I want is so completely different than the present, from the present that we have, that you can't get there from here if we're using the same tools, the same map, the same everything. If I'm looking backwards and trying to plot a course to the future I want, it's not going to connect. But I have to think about the future I want and then figure out how do we have these creative moves to get to the place we want to be at. Because if we just keep going forward, that's not going to happen. That's big thoughts. But anyway, remember to have a lunch, have a weekend, have a walk, don't work for free. I will talk to you next week.